thing.
Wasn't there another wrestler who did that? I think you showed me that one time where he just rubbed his ass in the guy's face.
No, that's probably just Rikishi doing the stink face.
There we go, stink face. I wanted to call it stink face, but I was like, that's too obvious.
That's way too obvious.
Oh, stink face.
No,
I won't be on the podcast.
Someone's really excited running down the street.
Strolling down the street. Deaf bastard.
He's like...
They're just having fun.
No, okay. That is weird. Sometimes when you're in bad neighborhoods, it's like dogs, where you're like,
okay,
you're like, this seems aggressive, and then someone who knows more is like, no, they're just having fun.
Oh, they're friendly.
You're like, I don't know, their teeth they're both going.
That's how they play.
Yeah.
They're friends. That's how they play.
This podcast ends with me just holding the mic to the window and being shot.
He comes up, starts banging on the window. Quit doing play-by-play. I see those mics. Don't do that. That's going to antagonize them.
No, they no one can see. But
no, my new neighbor he's got bad friends.
He's got issues.
He's got awful friends.
No, but Vince McMahon or Hulk Hogan, Harry Vallejo. That would be great if there's like a neighborhood fight on the porch. I'm just letting the viewer, the listener at home know. We're recording, and then outside the window there's a fight.
There's a fight happening.
But it'd be really funny if for some reason the cops need to go, like something horrible happens, and then we have to be like, well, we haven't play-by-play.
Technically, we were recording.
we do have evidence.
Give this to the FBI, see if they can enhance the audio.
Yeah. And then they're just like, this is the murder trial for Melissa Jenkins. We evidence C, and then it's us being like Terry Bollea,
Terry Bulbasaur, or whatever his name is.
How about Terry Ping Pong? I don't like bowling. Background, someone just stabbed to death.
Oh.
Oh, I think it's wrapping up.
Yeah, that seemed like an ending scream.
I saw a hand go up.
Did they have a question?
No, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, like a talk
like
to
a
the
stop,
hand.
like a stop sign. Although now
it's even louder.
The engine is revved post stop.
They're doing a burnout over there.
It's also funny fighting where they're fighting because it's at the end of like where a one-way has turns.
So someone's just gonna get clipped.
Yeah, but they're just like in one of the most visible places. So many cars have to watch them and then turn.
Yeah, that's right.
There's also a school bus of kids boarding. You see that? It's like a line of school children getting on a bus.
Yeah, it's right in front of a daycare center. It's around pickup time.
Yeah.
Pretty soon there's going to be a lot of people
There's
here.
just three adults arguing. Oh, here comes another.
Now there's a fourth.
My keys. A fourth person approached and then just went, "Give me my keys." Which makes me think this fight was not planned.
All right, just give me. I want to leave now.
Someone was like, "Yeah, we'll go run errands. I can run you by the store. I gotta go to the bank. Oh wait, I gotta swing by my old place, get my mail." Next thing you know.
Next thing you know. Oh man.
Disappearance. That was a wild session. She just went, "Ah!" It sounds like she's recording a new theme song for Survivor. On tonight's
also,
episode.
she said bye and then started walking towards him.
Oh, I know. I hate when people do that.
Bye then.
Yeah, I hate it. It's like I'm trying to leave.
I'm in the process of
Because it's hard to
buying.
leave a fight. Because like, if they're just like, "You're a bitch," and you're like, "You're right, I'm a bitch," and then you turn to walk away, they're like,
well, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck," you're like, what do you want me to do?
Well, I agree.
What do you want me to do? If I say I'm not a bitch and walk away, you'll follow me. If I say I am a bitch and walk away, you'll follow me. Fighting's gonna be a bad idea because these hands are lethal weapons.
These are registered.
Yeah, if I even defend myself, I'm going to jail. Do a spin kick and knock your fucking head off.
I think we're way too distracted right now.
Yeah,
Let's just give this a minute.
This is great. This is cool because if you can find this on World Star, you can overlay our podcast over the video. If you live in whatever that weird garage house is,
If you are one of the people in the homeless camp across the street using your cracked iPhone,
if that daycare center has a Ring camera and you have access to the feed, overlay this with it.
oh man,
No, what a wonderful world.
it's quite a country.
No, this is great. This was happening.
When's the last time anybody ever try and fight you on the road? I'm sure they must have.
Oh, it happens from time to time. I can't think of a recent one. I've been keeping my nose clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This one guy apparently a few months ago, someone in the crowd was like, I want to kick that guy's ass.
Yeah.
And that was like the first 10 minutes of my set. And then they went out and smoked a cigarette, and then they came back in, and then they laughed a bunch.
Yeah.
And then they went, I'm going home. And then they left. Someone who was at the show told me that.
They just were cranky.
Yeah, someone who was one of the other comics was like, I was in the back, and then this guy was like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick his ass. And then he like had smoked a cigarette, and he came back, and then he loved your set. And then he left.
He was a little cranky. He
The
needed his
person was
fix.
like, but for a little bit I was like worried. I was like, I'm gonna have to like intercept Dan and be like, run.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Or give him a cigarette. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what I did, but that's pretty fun. I like that. No, there's one guy, I was mean to him apparently at a show, but I have no memory of this.
Yeah.
But he'd commented on Facebook once, he's like, don't go to Dan's shows, he'll be mean to you. And I thought that was like a joke. I was like an adult man. I was like,
He'll be mean.
And then he did it again with like different wording. He's like, Dan's a bully. And then I was like, hey man, can you stop posting that on like random ads for my shows? It's like, people don't know you're joking. And the guy's like, I'm not joking.
I hate you.
The last show you were in town, you were mean to me.
What do you don't remember it
I
at
don't
all?
know what. And they was like, what? And he was like, I don't know, you was like doing like riffing with the crowd, and then you were mean, you bullied me. And I was like, I don't think I like did. I was like, it's possible I did. Like, I don't think. I was like, I didn't do anything that I don't do like every other night. I'm not very original. I'm not. I assure you, whatever I did to you.
All this stuff, I've said it to a lot of other people.
Yeah, I assure you, nothing was unique.
What did I look at your pants and go, where's the flood?
Yeah, like what the fuck? And you're like, as a child, my home flooded and washed away in a flood.
Did I try and high five you and then go too slow?
Too slow. It's like I have a baseball injury in my arm.
Up high, down low, too slow.
The fight moved to house over. Everyone's getting fun. The cops show up and they're like, we heard there's a fight. And we're like, it's next door. They're like, oh, we thought it was at this address.
I think they should really stop following this guy around.
Should we offer them all of these sweets? We
Hey.
give them a bunch of prepackaged sweets.
Is your blood sugar low?
Yeah. You'd be like, hey, everybody chill out.
How about some Tates?
Enjoy some brownie brittle. Enjoy some Sheila G's brownie brittle.
That stuff sucks.
I was about to say, this bag feels like entirely smashed. To where it's like...
It was on a plane.
Was it ever not? Like, what's the shape? Brownie brittle's a trick where it's just... It's always
It's
smashed.
just smashed up.
And she's like, yeah, no, just crumbs from other cookies. Don't tell anybody. I'm pulling a fast one on the airlines.
Yeah, it's like the mystery airheads.
That'd be funny, just do some sort of trickery, but involving the airlines. And then you're like, we got to be really careful how we talk about this. Because A, no one can know. And B, if like the NSA sees us talking about hiding stuff on the airplanes and tricking
Not
the
good
airlines, it's
for
not going to
us.
be good.
Not gonna be a good Christmas.
So it's not even a matter of us getting caught stealing the blankets off the plane after each.
It's more about us hiding our espionage
It's
plans.
more about the blankets not setting off some sort of alarm.
We don't want to get flagged by
Yeah.
fucking the CIA.
God, those people are. What do they have to argue about on the street? Because like if I was on the street, I'd be like, "It's cold. I'm getting out of here."
Yeah, like go somewhere.
You ain't shit. Use a bitch. Use a hoe. I'm going home.
I guess we're out of things to say now.
Honey, give me my keys back.
Well, maybe she took the car. Now he's trapped.
Now he's waiting. He's like, we're gonna fight until my Uber gets here.
I'm just waiting for the bus now. Can you stop yelling at me?
Leave me alone. Oh no, are they fighting? Oh no, that's my car. I hope they don't fight by my car. If wrestling has taught me anything, if you fight by a car, there's a good chance someone's getting choke slammed through the windshield. No, that's a trope in wrestling. Is someone will be like, "Hey, it's the start of Raw, and I just won something or whatever, and here's my new cool car." And
Body slam.
No, and then it's like, dude, you know, by the end of Raw, that car's getting smashed.
That car's getting blown up.
Someone's gonna get pooped in it or something.
That car's getting blown up.
At the very least, a can of paint is gonna be spilled on it. Look, someone's getting free books from the library. This corner is thriving.
They heard the argument.
There's a big argument, and then somebody else is getting free books.
Someone saw that argument, and they were like, you know what? I never want to be in that position. I'm going to educate myself.
Oh, no, they put books in there.
Even better.
Or maybe they just ashed their cigarette in there.
I think they just set it on fire.
I don't understand what they did in the library.
Well, maybe they didn't. There wasn't anything good for them in there.
Yeah, they're like, this all sucks. I was gonna put a crock pot cookbook in the one by my neighborhood, but then what are the odds that
That's a very stupid thing to put in.
what
there.
are the odds that somebody's like, hey, I don't know how to make. I have a crock pot. I'm homeless. I don't know what to do with it.
Like a guy who reads like some article about like how to be homeless,
Yeah.
and he doesn't know what a hot plate is, so he just buys a crock
I
pot.
got a crock pot.
I'm plugging it into the park. I'll be here for
I
the
got
next
a
8
generator
hours.
in a crock pot. I have a gas powered generator. I plug a crock pot into. My food smells terrible.
Oh my god, this pot roast smells like gasoline.
It's like you put a mango in there.
What is this, a mango roast?
So those kids live. You think those kids were all excited when they saw the people fighting?
Oh, I bet.
Woo! That'd be pretty fun.
When's the last time you saw someone get beat up?
That's what I was gonna say. Is I don't know the last time I saw someone get beat up is probably within the past 2 years. I saw a pretty wild one like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But then as a kid, I don't think I ever saw people fighting.
Really?
But I would have loved that. Like if I would have been a bunch of kids on a bus and we passed to
What's your idea of child? Like
anything before like graduating high school, really.
Okay, yeah.
Like if we were in high school and we're just going on a field trip downtown and just two homeless guys are fighting, that would have been awesome. Like that would be a cherished memory of mine.
Oh yeah. No, every fight I saw as a child I remember, and I saw more than a few.
I was about to say you were Tennessee, so you probably
There were some
people were
scraps.
challenging for some dames.
No.
Guy rides up on a horse and goes, "I've been training. I'm taking back my cousin." And then he kisses her, and then you're like, "What?
What?
What?
Texas.
Jesus Christ!"
No, I saw this kid named Texas get the shit knocked out of him one time.
Really?
I also saw him get a hand job on the bus. That guy had a real
That
life.
guy got like 2 beatings. You saw him take a couple of beatings.
I'll never forget either one.
Texas is always coming out on top.
Oh no, he lost that fight.
Oh yeah, you said he got beat up. So he got beat up and then he got the hand job.
That's the sympathy, yes.
This is a lot. We're learning a lot of like weird, like 1s and 2s paths you can take. You know what I mean? Like we can take the Hulk Hogan path to getting $450 million.
Or you can get knocked out and then get a hand job at 15.
You get beat up as a 14-year-old, hand job at 15.
No, the hand job was first. I think maybe.
Oh, really?
I think.
Well, that actually does change everything.
I think maybe the guy was just jealous.
He beat him up from the hand. That's why he, the guy who was fighting.
Are cars fighting now?
Yeah. Some weird syncopated honking. No, Texas went to go fight, and then his hands are just kind of loose. He doesn't have good fists.
Yeah.
But all the guys beating him up have fists clenched together.
Because they've been masturbating.
Yeah, held tight with their own cum.
Yeah, but he's just been getting it taken care of.
Texas is all loosey-goosey.
From Sarah on the bus.
Hey, pals. He's got one button down too many. He's like, what's up, homie? What's with all the aggression, Ace?
Hey, buddy boy. I think you need a release. Sure, Sarah can help you out. Bring a towel.
So is Sarah the girl?
I'm pretty sure that was her name.
Hell yeah. If you grew up in Franklin, Tennessee.
And your name is Sarah, you're a fucking whore.
No, you're cool. But you did lead to violence. I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
That girl became a defining.
If you didn't bring enough hand jobs for the whole bus.
That's true. No, that became a defining like thing in her life. And then she's like, she's one of those people who's like, I love when guys fight over me. She's like, my boyfriend's an MMA fighter, and then I just like when he's in the bathroom, I hit on a guy, and then when he comes back, I'm like, this guy's hitting on me, and they fight.
I saw a great video.
I love it.
It was one of those
I
ridiculous.
go to hockey for the fights. And you're touching yourself.
Just jerking off.
Yeah.
Put me in the penalty box for flicking my bean. Aggravated bean flicking.
Aggravated bean flicking.